Hi, I'm Mike from ATB Guitars, and here's another unboxing video of some of the guitars and treasures we've bought recently. So stick around, there'll be some good stuff later on, and there's quite a wide variety of guitars this time, so I hope you enjoy it. I remember this. This, hopefully, yep, is a 1961 Martin 1961 Martin Treble 80 guitar, which is probably in the original case it was sold in, which isn't a Martin case. It's a, what does it say?
It says Coast, Los Angeles.
Okay, all right. But it's got the original Martin hang tag with it, and one of the reasons I bought this particular one is I've not seen one as nice as this for years and years and years. There's no cracks, there's no repairs on it anywhere. It's in near mint condition. It has the original hang tags, and it even has the open back Waverley tuners on there. A lot of these you'll find have been grovered, which really affects the balance of a guitar. It might be good for the tuning, but it really throws the balance out. This one is really lightweight. The action is great. It doesn't need a neck reset. It doesn't need anything. There's still good height on the saddle, and it's pretty much ready to go.
Ah, early 70s telly, thin line. That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very cool. Wide range pickups.
Yeah.
It's in very good condition.
It's in lovely condition. Yeah. All original as well. No brass nuts anywhere.
No, it's a shame. It's just not a 70s guitar without brass attached to it.
It's also far too light to be from the 70s.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, when you have a hamster run around beside it and hollow it out, then it's going to be, isn't it? It's very cool.
Yeah. So 1973, 74 Fender thin line Telecaster. Okay, so this one is a 1974 Gibson EDS 1275. It is the first year they reissued these. They did them up to the late 60s.
Yes.
And we recently had a 66, which was Bernie Marsden's.
One of four.
Yeah, that's right. They soon after that they stopped doing them, and then due to popular demand back in 1974 they reissued them, and this is the first of the reissues in 1974. It's in, as you can see, again, it's in beautiful condition, in the classic walnut finish, no breaks, no repairs, and 100% original. Sometimes you see these with different tuners on, but this one's still got the original tuners, and still got the original electrics as well. Often you see different pickups in these, but these are still the original Gibson patent number pickups from 1974. And it's not too bad weight-wise either. It's
No, it's actually not.
yeah.
That's a surprise, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We had an Ibanez in recently, which could double up as a boat anchor, but this one's not too bad at all. And original case as well, which is very difficult to find. What we have here is a 1963 Fender Stratocaster in original condition. It's had a refret, it's got a new nut, but everything else is original, including a case, and it's in beautiful, worn condition. It's basically as they should be. It's been played, it's been loved, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. Now, in 1963, there were a few changes to the Strat. Notably, in '63, they started to have a slightly fuller profile on the neck. So this is one of the sought after ones, I might add, with this fuller neck profile, which a lot of players seem to prefer. Also in '63 they had amazing sounding pickups for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why, but the early black bottom pickups, 63, 64, 64 with the stamps on, were absolutely wicked sounding pickups, and they just managed to get everything perfect, I think, for a Strat. And this is basically a classic example of probably the best year of a rosewood fingerboard Strats around, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Lots of vibes to it, a great feeling neck to it, and I remember it plays itself extremely well. This is a 1965 Fender Princeton Reverb amp, and as I say, I personally think it's one of the best amps you can get for guitar. It's just about got the right amount of breakup, ideal for studio, ideal for small stage, mic'd up, and it's a different sound to the Princeton. It's not just a Princeton with reverb on. It's got a different circuit, and it just sounds absolutely amazing. And lots of people I know have used this on many good recordings to great effect. And this particular one is in superb condition. It's all original transformers. I think even some of the valves are original, but we've got it in transit mode at the moment, so we'll have to reinstate the valves. But look out for this on our website. Again, we don't often see these over here in the UK, but when we do get them in, they usually sell fairly quickly. And this is a lovely example. This is something we haven't had for a very long time. So this is an original 1967 Rickenbacker model 1997. It's a bit of a mouthful actually, but it's 1997 refers to the model number, not the year. The year of this is 1967. And for those who know about these things, if you see these F-holes on a vintage Rick, then it's basically a Rose Morris Rickenbacker. Rose Morris at the time were the importers of Rickenbacker into the UK, and for some reason they had F-holes rather than the usual slash you see on Rickenbackers. And these are made famous by people like Pete Townsend and others who played this Rickenbacker in the 60s. And they're not so common as the normal ones, and they're reasonably well sought after. So this is model 1997, and included with it is an instruction sheet, basically telling you how to work the blend control, which is not that easy to get your head around. So you've got instructions on what it does here, and if you need to do that during a gig, then you could take this to the back of a guitar. So if you're wondering how to use your blend control, you can just quickly flip your guitar over, and there you have it. Oh, look at that!
Cool.
Look at the condition of that.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Isn't that stunning? Yeah.
Wow.
This is probably the nicest 1952, I think, or it could be 51, Gibson ES5 I've ever seen. 52, right, okay, yeah, there you go, 52. It's in absolutely gorgeous condition. Even the gold plating is largely intact. It's all original, complete with the tall 52 knobs, like you see on the early Les Paul gold tops. It's probably not got the correct case, but we've bought a few arch tops, and I think the cases have been mixed up. So we're going to go through and make sure the arch tops go into the proper cases, and it also has the wooden bridge as well, which is in the case pocket. It's just that we haven't unpacked that yet. But let's have a look. Let's take it out and show you. I mean, the condition is absolutely gorgeous. It's 52 is what? How old is that?
It's
Really,
over
really
70
old.
years old, isn't it?
Yeah, really old.
2 years old.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it's 72 years old at all. It looks like it's probably, I don't know, 5 years old, something like that. 10 years, something like that. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning. Really is beautiful. And the reason I bought this was because of that. It's probably the nicest ES5 from the early 50s I've ever seen, and absolutely gorgeous. So this one, as you can probably tell, is an ES330 TDC, and someone asked us, the T stands for thin line, the D stands for dual pickup, and the C stands for cherry. So this is a 1961 ES330 TDC. It's in nice condition. It's fitted with a Bigsby, which we have to investigate, but I'm pretty certain it is original, because up until, I don't know, I think around 1962, 63, they had this type of Bigsby fitted to ES330s on the earlier ones. It was later that they went to the ones with the roller bar underneath. I can't remember what the model name is. But it's nice. I mean, it's got some wear, as you can see. It's got a decent neck for a 61. It's got correct hardware. These are the shallow knobs, which is what it should be. As you can see, there's dings everywhere. There's no brakes, no repairs, and it's basically a nice ES330. So what we have here is a 1965 Gibson SG Junior, which is a very rare one and unusual one, because the finish of this one is cardinal red or ember red. We haven't quite decided what it is yet, but we'll investigate that. It's in lovely condition. It's 1965. It has the wide nut. All the best ones in 1965 do have the wide nut. And it's got a big neck, really big chunky neck, which is again a trait of early 65. This one is all original condition. It's in pretty good condition. There's a few dings here and there, but the original cardinal red or ember red finish has aged really well. There's no massive marks on it, and it's a really cool guitar. Typical for 65, it's a mixture of chrome and nickel fitments. Again, this is something you find in 65, and it's a gorgeous guitar. So these are always popular, and I think this one will be especially popular because it's going to be as cheap as chips, or to our American friends, as cheap as fries. The reason it's going to be cheap is because it is an all original guitar, original hardware, but someone for some reason has given it a clear overspray. Now, no idea why. Maybe they just felt like it. Maybe it's a good idea at the time, but it's been given a clear overspray, and hence that does reduce the value of these. So, and there's a bit of a...
I don't know what the deal is there.
Reacted with something.
Yeah, it looks like something's reacted from the case. So it's not a perfect guitar by any means, but the sound is there, the playability is there, and it's going to be probably one of the cheaper Les Paul Juniors we've sold recently. Oh yes, this is beautiful.
Oh wow.
This is one of my favourite guitars from the collection. This one is a 1955 Gibson ES 350 DN is probably its correct suffix. It's a very rare variant of the ES 350, and it was only made for a few months in 1955. Prior to this model, all ES 350s had a control layout of just two volume and tone pots here and a master volume up where the switch is. But just for a few months in 1955, they switched over to the usual 4-pot layout and a toggle switch, just like normal, and a gold no-wire ABR1 Tunematic. And they only seemed to do this for a very short time before they switched to the thin line version of this. So this is very rare. Not only that, it's in beautiful condition. It's blonde, of course, which is what they should be if you want one of these. And it's in gorgeous flamed figured maple, both on the top and on the back as well. This is maple ply, by the way. It's not solid maple. It's not carved, but it's still absolutely gorgeous, stunning piece of wood. Original pickups, original knobs, original hardware, and absolutely stunning condition. Right, two left. This is one which I've been dying to show everyone, and it's one of my personal favourites from this collection. The case, by the way, is a 5-latch brown Lifton case like they use on the bursts.
Several shades of brown.
Several
Shades of brown, and there's a story with that which I'll relate later as well. Okay, so what we have here is a 1957 Gibson Les Paul Custom. Now this is going to be as cheap as chips as well, because it's had a few modifications done to it. The most prominent of which you can probably see is what looks like a Marshall standby switch in the middle of your controls. Now it's not a Marshall standby, it just looks like one, but I don't think anyone would be daft enough to put a Marshall standby switch on their Les Paul Custom. But anyway, it's interesting. The pickups are not PAFs, they're Seymour Duncans actually, and it sounds really, really nice. Most of the rest of the hardware is original. Now the neck, oh by the way, the finish is original. The neck has had a repair on the headstock, which you can see, and it's not the most beautiful of repairs, but we know a couple of people in the UK who could make this and this pretty much disappear. There's a couple of skittle luthiers which will be able to repair those holes and patch it up and make it look really nice if you so desired. It's had a refret with big frets. Now, when I bought it, I was told that the neck may have been changed, but I don't think it's been changed at all. I'll tell you the reason why. This is a 50's Gibson Les Paul neck, without any doubt. Now, not many people know this, but sometime in 1960, Gibson changed the size of the 21st fret inlay to be a smaller one. All the 50s necks and early 60s neck up until that point, all these inlays, as you can see, are exactly the same size. So if you see a neck with the same sized inlays up there, then it's more than likely going to be a 50s neck. Also, if you look carefully on the side, you will see the red-black dots, which indicates it to be a 50s neck. And yeah, I'm pretty convinced this is not a re-neck. This is an original neck which has obviously been worked on due to repair, and it's had a refret. But what a guitar. Original finish. Very cool original finish. Well, possibly original finish. If it's not original finish, it's a very early respray, which I guess it could be. But anyway, we're going to do a bit of digging around, and we'll find out what's going on with this. But this is going to be again cheap as chips, just like the Les Paul Junior. Right, last one, and I won't say I've left the best till last, but I think you'll agree this is one of the finer ones in the collection. Okay, right then. So, if you're after a Gibson ES175, then you have to think about your ideal 175. It would probably be from 1959, which is what this one is. It would probably be a blonde one, which is what this one is. And it would probably have coloured coils in the pickups. And this one has 2 zebra original unopened paths fitted to it. So this is probably one of the most desirable ES175s you can get. And not only that, it's in absolutely superb condition as well. Again, the case is wrong. In fact, the case for it, I think, was the ES350 case, which you've just seen. But anyway, we will put them in their proper cases when we put them on the website. But yes, this is 1959, perfect 1959 neck profile, blonde ES175DN in 100% original condition, original bridge, original unopened zebra paths, original tailpiece, and absolutely superb condition. I think that's a bit of newsprint, which we'll get off with some polish. But apart from that, it's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Probably the nicest 175 we've had for a long, long while. And I think also in here, there is a picture of the original owner, taken many, many years ago by the look of it, playing this 175, this very 175, with his family at an event sometime in the distant past. Oh, so there's one more which we forgot about, which came in a separate box, which we already unpacked and we just put it around the corner. But anyway, this is another one from this shipment which we forgot to show you. This is unusual for us to get this, but it's a Gibson Collector's Choice. This is a number 37, CC37. And one of the reasons I bought this is because it weighs pretty much nothing. I mean, it's a gorgeous, true historic spec guitar. Incredible lightweight, really, really nice. Nice figured top, not too figured, but still a lovely figured top. It's a Collector's Choice number 37. Well, this I think is a really nice example. As you can tell, good weight for one of these.
Oh yeah.
And we've also got Collector's Choice 38 at the moment as well, don't we?
We do.
So we've got 37 and 38.
That's it.
So decent choice.
Decent choice.
Yeah, indeed. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. If you've got this far, we appreciate it. Please like if you like, and subscribe if you want to subscribe. And let us know what your favourite guitars are from this particular shipment. It would be handy to know. Let us know if you think we should refurbish this or sell it as is. And these are my 2 personal favourites, the 1957 Les Paul Custom and the 1959 ES175. So thanks again. This is I think our 3rd unboxing video, and they've proven to be quite popular. So stay tuned, and we'll have another one in a couple, 2 or 3 months for you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.